To escape the button-filled room, the man tied a jump rope to a button and dashed toward the door at full speed. But the moment he reached the doorway, the button snapped back up. He then tried using a fan and a fly swatter, but nothing worked. Noticing a trolley nearby, he immediately lay down on it, planning to ride it to the door. But the next second, the trolley performed a tail flick drift, throwing him off. To keep this tiny button pressed, his brain went into overdrive. Soon he came up with an idea. Press the switch down with a flower pot. Unexpectedly, the button was so powerful it lifted the flower pot right up. Realizing it must be about weight, he thought of a brilliant plan. Press the ceiling's watering button, place the flower pot under the flow to fill it with water, and use the weight to hold the button down so he could escape. But to his utter surprise, when he pressed the watering button, water flowed down right onto his own head, following him wherever he went and refused to flow into the flower pot. After exhausting all efforts, he only managed to collect a tiny bit of water in the pot. Abandoning that idea, he started stuffing sushi into the flower pot, hoping to increase its weight. But he packed in so much sushi that he could no longer lift the pot. He rolled up his sleeves, ready to take some out, but the opening was too narrow for his arm. Then he remembered there were chopsticks on the floor, so he used them to pick out the sushi piece by piece. He spent who knows how long doing this. So long that a nearby potted plant began to bloom before he could finally lift the flower pot again. But when he reached the buttons, he couldn't remember which one was for the exit. Adopting a trial and error attitude, he randomly pressed a button. The next second, a black guy instantly appeared and accidentally kicked his flower pot to pieces. He tried using sushi to hold the switch down, but it was utterly useless. Left with no choice, he brought over some tape, planning to stick the exit button down, and this method worked remarkably well. The button stayed down for a long time. Thrilled, he rushed toward the door, only for the button to burst through the tape the next moment.